Hello everyone, so today I'm just going to do a video on how to flash a Sonoff Zigbee USB stick, the P model. I'll put a picture of the P model on the blog of the website and link the article in the description. So I'm going to flash it with the router firmware. So the first thing you'd want to do is you'd actually want to go to this website, which I'll post into the why is it not copying? In the description, copy. Because I'm in the wrong window. So you want to go to this github.com Jalmer T and then the CC2538-BSL on GitHub. That's the tool. That's where we download the Python file, the program that you will use to flash the USB stick. Then I'll post the second URL that takes you directly to the actual download of the Python file, and then the third URL you want to visit is going to be this Kunik Z Stack firmware that should to get the router firmware. So I'm basically just doing this little video mostly for myself to remind myself in future if I need to flash another Zigbee stick with the P series with this router firmware. So this stick is used as a router for the Zigbee network for my Home Assistant. Um, I'll yeah, if you know what Home Assistant is, and you probably know what the Zigbee stick does. So I've got a Zigbee main controller plugged into the Pi, and then all over the house I'm scattering these little USB sticks. That's the got the router firmware on them, which I'm gonna flash now. That's just to create a mesh network of the Zigbee network, and to reach some what you call it devices, but some sensors that are quite far from where the Pi sits. So to start off with, what you're gonna do is check for your USB stick what it's showing as. If you can see there, there's nothing in there. So you want to run this ls space dash l and the dev serial by ID. And I can get this thing open, that would help. I'm just opening the box quickly, and I'm going to plug in the stick so I can show you what it actually will look like. Obviously, it might change on your machine after plugging it in. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to plug it in now. Come on, there we go. So I should hopefully see it now. There you go. It's plugged in, so you can see mine's on TTY USB 0. And I'll show you now why that makes a difference. So I just want to go to where I've downloaded the firmware and the program. And I think I put it in the Zigstar firmware folder. Yes, okay, so from those URLs I'll be posting in the description. You download the X file, but it's not this one. It is actually this one that I'm going to be using for my router. So the first link will be to get this Python program, which you use to actually flash the USB stick, and then this is the actual firmware I'm using to flash the router firmware. So you need the router firmware on the extra devices you deploy in your house, if I can put it that way. Anyway, okay, cool. So what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna copy this quickly from my notes. So what you want to do is you have to run it with sudo, otherwise it won't read the or write to the USB device. So make sure you've got this running and you can see your device, and yours might be TTY USB 1 or something else. So you'll see I'm running this Python file. So // here's the Python file. Dash EWV dash P, and then This is the port or the yeah, well, the device. So you'll see it's dev slash TTY USB 0, same as here. So whatever is up here is what you will replace in here. This will also be in the description and on the blog post. And then you need to run this bootloader Sonoff USB flag. That helps you flash it without actually stripping the device and putting it into program mode or flash mode. And then you pass the firmware that you will be flashing. Okay, so quick one, sudo, because you need to be able to write, otherwise it will give you access denied error. And then you run the program, you run these flags to the device, you double check your device with this command that we put in here, the dev serial, the ls-l dev serial command. You take this, you plug it into this portion of the dev, then your bootloader Sonoff USB flag, and then the firmware. And that's it. That's really it. Enter, and you'll see, put in your password, and it's starting to write, and it's busy flashing it. That's how easy it is these days to flash the Sonoff Zigbee dongles. And I keep forgetting how to do this, so that's why I'm making this video and the blog post. But if this could help someone else, then even better. So yeah, literally I've just flashed it with the Launchpad router firmware. This is the firmware I flashed it with. So from Home Assistant, I should be able now to add it as a router. But there's many videos out there on YouTube showing you how to actually add a Zigbee device in Home Assistant or the router. It's you go to your Zigbee. It depends which platform you're using in Home Assistant for Zigbee. But yeah, just search for it on YouTube. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helping anyone out there who struggles. I keep forgetting how to do this, so I thought let me make this video. Anyway, have fun, guys, and see you soon.